In the minimum income tax, it's $100 million of wealth or more.
Okay, so you think if you're really wealthy, you should have to pay a tax on your unrealized gain?
I think you should have to partially prepay if you're liquid, if you have liquidity to pay.
Do you think somebody, why can't you economists answer questions? Should any American have to pay tax on unrealized gain? Why can't you just answer me?
Yes, there are some who should.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into an intense congressional debate where Senator John Kennedy grills a Democratic witness on tax reform. It's a heated back and forth, and I've boiled it down into key points you need to know. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss an update. Alright, let's get into it. The video kicks off with Senator John Kennedy putting Dr. Yegan, an expert witness, in the hot seat. Kennedy asks him a big question. If you could rewrite the U.S. tax code, what 3 changes would you make? Dr. Yegan suggests 3 major reforms. First, equalizing the tax burdens on labor and capital. Basically, he wants to close the gap between what workers and investors pay. Second, he calls for closing the Gingrich-Edwards loophole. Finally, he talks about stopping the abuse of trusts in estate taxes.
To pay.
Do you think somebody, why can't you economists answer questions? Should any American have to pay tax on unrealized gain? Why can't you just answer me?
Yes, there are some who should.
Who?
The ultra-wealthy who have liquidity should prepay some tax.
What if they don't have liquidity?
They should not have to pay, and they will owe at sale, bequest, or gift.
So if you have cash, you ought to have to pay, but if you don't have to pay?
To prepay. I have in my testimony, there are examples of how this works so that you can preserve incentives to build a new company, take it public.
Okay.
While
There's one more. Can I have 30 more seconds?
Proceed.
Dr. Is it Clausen? Clausen?
Yes.
Yeah. Why do you and Dr. Yegan, why do y'all want to punish wealthy people?
I think I can speak for both of us that we're not interested in punishing anyone. We're interested in having
interested in taxing the hell out of them more than anybody else.
I think
what makes you think that making tax policy on the basis of class or status makes sense?
I think it's a very American phenomena that throughout the history of the income tax, we have valued progressivity, and our current income tax does that. We used to rely on things like tariffs to raise revenue. Tariffs are regressive consumption taxes that disproportionately hurt the poor. Like, we believe in this country that those with the greater ability to pay should pay more of the burden. And that's part of what a healthy capitalism does. It enables people to gain from things like trade and technological change and business innovation, and to contribute a little more to the fiscal system when they're very successful in doing so. And I think that that's a very legitimate way to structure the tax system.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Why do you think so many wealthy people are leaving New York City?
New York City is, an incredible city of innovation, immigration, entrepreneurship.
Yeah, but why are so many wealthy people leaving?
I think there are big advantages to living near centers of entrepreneurial activity, and we see that on the West.
You think they're leaving to be nearer to centers of entrepreneurial activity, do you?
Well, I don't think there are a lot of people, fleeing New York City. That New York City has.
Sure they are. There are thousands. I mean, there have been study after study after study. Why are so many wealthy people leaving New York City?
I think there's an enormous number of wealthy people who are in New York City and continue.
But why are so many leaving?
I can't speak to why particular people leave.
I can tell you why. It's taxes. You know that as well as I do. It's taxes.
I think if you look at the economic...
Some of it's crime, but most of it is taxes.
Well,
people vote with their feet. The same reason that people are leaving California and moving to Austin.
If you look at California, it's one of the most successful economies in the world, and it continues to be so. It attracts people.
But they're losing people.
I don't think it's in any danger of decline, nor is New York City. And these are very vibrant places.
I don't think we're going to
for
ever
fundamental
agree.
reasons. Yeah.
I don't think we're going to ever agree. But I appreciate the time of all three of you.
Thank you.
So, that's the gist of it, an intense debate on taxes, wealth, and government spending, with no clear resolution in sight. Kennedy and the witnesses fundamentally disagree on how to tax the rich and whether the government or individuals should control that money. Thanks for sticking with me through this breakdown. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new, hit that like button, drop a comment below on where you stand in this debate. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into today's hottest issues. See you in the next one.